Marble zombies.
Did you say marble zombies?
Yeah. What have you been saying?
And now I'm just
It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I'm just thinking of marble races from John Oliver.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking of the greatest game of marbles, but they bite. And your job is to infect the other marbles.
Right.
Some dick of a kid is just like, oh, goddamn it, he brought the zombie marbles.
If you hit anybody else's marbles, now they're infected. I mean, that's why you take marbles, right?
That is some cootie kid logic.
Oh, absolutely. Marble zombies. From the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Is there a way you can make custom marble? I don't have no idea, but can you make custom marbles? Because now I kind of want to make...
Man, like a bowling ball? There's got to be, right?
Right? I would think.
I want a whole Avengers set.
A whole Avengers sense of it's like just for someone to come over and I ask you, oh, what are those? Oh, those are my marble zombies. Fuck you. What?
You're not a fan? You're not a fan of Marvel comics? Are you saying Marvel?
And then you have the leggings that are all DC zombies, and it's like, oh, those are my blackest tights.
God damn you.
I hate you so much.
Episode 559 of the TV Dudes, recorded September 30th, 2025. Marvel Zombies!
This week, thanks to Disney showing a little bit of spine and reinstating Kimmel, we are seeing more spines being ripped out in Marvel Zombies.
In fairness, I never actually watched Kimmel, but that's not the point. We dropped our subscription, Disney caved within an hour,
yes.
And then we were back, so you're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome.
We did that.
Yeah, I don't know who watches late night.
John Paul, I think.
Well, yeah, probably so, but we watched the continuation of What If episode, Behold! The Multiverse Saga shambles its corpse across the land.
But before we get into what we liked and all the stuff we didn't, I'm Les.
I'm Nick.
And we're the TV Dudes. And you know a bunch of marvelous zombies isn't all we watched this week. To the diaries.
No, marble zombies?
Marble zombies.
Marble
yes.
zombies.
So marbled zombies isn't all we watched this week.
Delicious.
To the diaries.
But no, we have to...
Patreon first?
Well, we got to eat our marbled version of audio content first with our Patreon.
True.
We also have for a few days this week, and technically are out, since we'll both be out of town traveling.
That's right. We are setting all of this up ahead of time, and both of us are heading out different directions for a few days. The TV Dudes will reconvene next week with more stuff watched. But in the meantime, you can head over to patreon.com/tvdudes.
Patreon is different.
Yep.
That's a different thing.
But at patreon.com/tvdudes, you can hear the weekly show for free, plus get some bonus episodes to tide you over until we're back. This week, more urban warfare as we review all 3 Kelvin Universe Star Trek movies.
Do you think that there's an extra subscription service for doggy daycares that's called Patreon?
Patreon.
Like,
probably.
or added perks or something?
Right.
I would. But anyway, yeah, it's a bag of bones that we'll be watching. And now, onto the main course of bags.
Marble zombies!
Sacks of bones. Marble zombies, black as tights!
No one is safe.
Finally, the battle they will sing about for ages. This is not the night we fought!
All right, well, let's get down to it and talk Marvel. Fuck, now I can't.
Damn it, now you can't say it.
Let's talk Marvel with a V. Zombies with a B.
Sure thing.
It's an American adult animated television miniseries created by Brian Andrews and Zeb Wells for the streaming service Disney+. Based on the Marvel Comics series of the same name, intended to be the 16th television series. Series set alternate timeline introduced in the What If... Zombies episode of the animated series What If. Continuing from that episode, it follows a group of survivors as they risk their lives fighting superpowered zombies to save the world. Andrews served as showrunner and director, Wells as head writer. So I had to go back and rewatch the Marvel Zombies episode.
Me too.
Of What If, because
Yeah,
I
forgot.
remember that it's zombies, but like I didn't remember.
Well,
I remember Wasp being big and then falling over.
There are 8 episodes apiece, 3 seasons, so there's like
It's a long time ago, man. I mean, I know it wasn't. It was
so there's like more than 20 fucking different continuities because only a couple of them repeat, like in the same continuity or whatever, like in the finales or whatever. But most of them are all different events that kind of get jumbled together. So yeah, I kind of forgot, like, okay, who was alive and died, and then yeah, so we watched the Marvel, the What If Zombies, and then that leads into Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
Not directly. It takes a while before they get to the Thanos stinger.
Let me just get my single biggest complaint. A lot of the other things that I'm going to complain about in a moment. Obviously, I have a lot of complaints. Have you heard our show? Most of my complaints are stuff I've said about all the Marvel animated stuff. But my main complaint about this series is that they bury the lead on why the living fuck this isn't just a continuation straight of Spider-Man and Head in a Jar, Ant-Man with the cape.
Yeah, and Black Panther.
And Black Panther. Why it isn't Shuri from Wakanda helping them develop the cure, and Thanos and all of that. And we wait till Ep 3 of 4 to do that.
Yeah.
And that bug, like, I actually don't mind their explanation even. I could live with it. We'll get into it in a minute why it misaligns a lot of villain-hero matchups. But I would have been okay with it. I spent 2 full episodes watching it going, yeah, but why? Hey, I still have a question. What? But
yeah, well, it starts off with the new Young Avengers, basically. Kate,
right.
Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, and Riri Williams, and they're surviving in the zombie apocalypse. They find a doodad, MacGuffin, that's going to, from a SHIELD base, that's going to help them out, and they got to go on a road trip to basically try and save the world.
So does Riri have, like, we were discussing the timeline differences here. This whole universe starts from
the beginning of Infinity War.
Yeah, like where it diverges from what we can tell, from what we see is starting Infinity War.
Ant-Man and the Wasp takes place a little bit before Infinity War, and that's when Janet gets infected with a quantum virus.
I actually like it feels very comic booky, and I love it, the quantum zombie virus.
Sure.
As to why it can infect superpowered people. So it starts from there and diverges. So we've got 3 characters, like Riri's not been introduced in the MCU yet. In our timeline. And Miss Marvel, I actually love this. Miss Marvel and fucking new Hawkeye,
Kate Bishop.
Have not actually met their heroes.
No. Kate's been inspired by her hero, but get this, I didn't realize it at the time. So we were talking about, like, Kamala Khan faces off with zombie Captain Marvel later, right? And we were both wondering, why the fuck does no one mention that her hero faces down? She doesn't know who Captain Marvel is yet. Only reason anyone knows who Captain Marvel is because Captain Marvel came in at the end of Infinity War.
You're right, because her entire 90s blockbuster,
her entire 90s things didn't basically to the regular public is secret. Kamala Khan,
she's the fucking beeper call at the
So to me, that's the whole.
Pager.
Me, that's the whole, I could sum up, that's the metaphor of the entire show. Kamala Khan doing a cool thing with her mentor, but it means nothing.
But it can't mean anything
because she doesn't know who the fuck that is.
Right. It only, and I feel like this is why, I mean, What If by definition is Elseworld side stuff. But it's why it's fun for the audience, but it's actually not as thematically satisfying as it ever should be technically, because you're having to bring it to it.
So it could be, but they're stuck with the timeline. Because they want to take it from the What If episode. There's too many dead A-listers.
Yeah,
dead on both sides. Like zombies got killed and dead heroes.
Right. That's what I was going to ask. So Friday, that Riri's flying around. We haven't seen Riri. Like Riri's series wouldn't have happened yet, so I don't think she would have built her suit yet, right?
Right. So that
she's got an Iron Man suit that has a teddy bear head on top of what I'm thinking is hiding the blown up head of Tony.
Yeah, Tony got eaten by bugs. Yeah. So he's not in there.
Right. So he's been cleaned out by locusts, and that is literally the hull of...
My headcanon is she couldn't get the skeleton out of there, so she puts the fucking teddy bear on
skull. That was
to like
get out of my head.
Like, okay, I don't want to look at this, so
get out
there
of
we
my
go.
skull about his skull. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. That she's got a teddy bear head over Tony Stark's skull.
Mm-hmm.
In that suit. Yes. Okay, so we're on the same page as to what Friday is then.
Also, they don't have a lot of the A-listers to use for zombies because they got killed immediately. Like Tony Stark and Doctor Strange and Wong get wiped out the first 5 minutes of Marvel Zombies as people and zombies. So you can't use them. And then all the Avengers get infected immediately. Can't use any of them as heroes, but you can use some of them as zombies, except for that some of them get wiped out too. And like Sam Wilson's already been taken care of. Like all these characters, I'm like, why didn't they show up? Oh, they're already dead because of the other thing. And they're so focused on new characters because they weren't around when they first did the What If zombies. So they're free to use. Mm-hmm. But also that means their events haven't happened yet. So you would think that would be a fertile ground for, okay, their arc is going to happen anyway, but with a different arc. Like Kamala Khan is going to be inspired by someone else that isn't Captain Marvel, but right. in a similar way of like fighting her. The Captain Marvel is now her enemy, and that's how she's inspired.
Right.
By I'm going to take down that bitch.
Right, and that's where What If should have strength. Like like you said, like should have the same thematic power.
Right. Shang-Chi should learn how to not shirk his responsibilities, and it looks like he did, but off screen.
But we didn't see it.
We didn't see it, so like, okay.
That gets to the thing that kind of bugged me through we have 4 40-minute episodes here. Each one of them goes
same thing as Wakanda. It's a weird setup.
Right.
4 episodes is a weird thing to do.
I wanted more of Wakanda, and I wanted more of this. I would have gone for like 8 or 10 shorter episodes. Because I wanted each piece to be a little, leg in the journey where we got to chill. We don't really get to see Awkwafina crush on
Valkyrie, yeah.
Which is hilarious, but it's like a one-line joke, and I think I would actually love to see that, like, just be hilarious. And there's a lot of little moments like where we don't really see these two characters interact or chill. We get a lot of road time with like Riri and Kate and Miss Marvel, but
well, we get time with them, and then halfway through that episode, spoilers for Marvel Zombies, but people die in it a lot,
Jesus.
pretty fucking consistently and callously. But I actually like Riri, Kate, and Kamala Khan.
Yeah,
they're a pretty great team, and the Young Avengers that I have not gotten in live action yet. Here's a cool way of like, oh, these characters haven't interacted yet. Let's have them have a road trip, and they die, and 2/3 of them either die or get wiped out or get jettisoned for the rest of the show by the halfway through the first episode.
We just lose Riri,
and we replace them with Moonblade, which, don't be wrong,
Moonblade
is really
also,
cool. Is really awesome.
Blade Knight, whatever you want to fucking
but
call
also,
him.
Moonblade doesn't have a personality.
Oh my gosh, no.
Almost at all.
Like, I had to remind myself that this is Mahershala Ali.
No, it does really feel like just Wes Snipes' Blade is in Moon Knight in kind of the best way it could be.
Right.
I'm not saying that don't use him. I'm saying keep around Kate or Riri. Like
because like it did feel like the unintentional deadpan jokes of like a little bit like my single favorite moment I think in the entire 4 fucking episodes is them all falling out of the sky. And Moonblade is angry about it with his arm, like everybody else is like screaming and falling, like no parachute, and he is standing upright, perfectly upright, with his feet together and his arms
perpendicular
crossed and a scowl.
In a way that I don't think you could at Terminal Vasily fall like that.
Not. No, he's just standing there, going through clouds, and yeah, like that summed up everything about it. It was fucking hilarious.
So. And what they do with the Valley of the Broken Gods is really cool. Like a zombie Captain Marvel fights a broken Icarus, one of the Eternals,
right? Which is exactly the right amount of Eternals to have it come anywhere near.
And they can't kill each other, so they're always fighting in this one valley that is basically a death sentence if you wander through it.
Well, and that's what they only stop fighting long enough. Like, they're fighting so hard it's causing like weather fuck ups. Like, you should.
Well, they wipe out a mountain so they can drive through it.
Right, and if you come in that valley, you will, and they notice you. The only thing that makes them stop fighting is vaporizing shit that drives through the valley.
Mm-hmm.
And so like oh shit, they've noticed us.
Right.
Bam! Like, yeah. It there's a lot of little missed moments.
That's
and
a really.
I never get to see Riri's fucking Winnebago do anything or whatever.
That's really cool. Riri's Winnebago does anything, but Kate uses a trick arrow that Hawkeye fires at her. And
zombie Hawkeye. Yeah.
And Zombie Hawkeye is. They actually go like, "Oh, your mentor tries to eat you every time and goes in the city." I'm like, well, don't use that word. She is
not her mentor here.
No, it's her inspiration and hero, but he has not mentored her yet, which is to me another disadvantage of starting this here. But she uses Hawkeye fires a trick arrow at her, and it does confetti.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait, so Hawkeye fired a confetti arrow at her before, and it would make sense if it was a setup. If he was already smart.
Right.
But he's not. Like...
Right, because I was waiting for it to be a tracker that she was carrying with her.
Right. Like a
they've
real...
never met.
No, they don't... And he doesn't get turned into a scion of the queen until the end of that episode, which also doesn't do anything.
No, so scion can mean either a twig of a plant, like a offshoot of a plant, or what they're meaning here, a descendant of a noble family.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that they're meaning scion to mean that she didn't just infect them with zombie, she made them one of her slightly more powerful zombies.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy royalty thing.
But man, the red-eyed ones separate from the zombie, they ended up just using a fleet, like a horde of red-eyed ones, just like normal zombies.
They don't seem any different.
And Hawkeye, despite them ending that episode with him, like, I don't feel like he ever comes back, really.
I thought that was going to be really... He stands up straighter, you know?
Right.
And all of a sudden, like, oh, did he get smarter?
I thought he was about to do something really special.
Well, even when they introduced Thanos again, it shows that, the more Thanos was using the thing, the smarter he got, and there was a ticking clock on it. And I was like, oh shit, do the zombies, can they get smarter? And is that
And we technically see that happen with Scarlet Witch getting better at doing her shit, but it's not presented as the ticking clock of the threat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we aren't worried that Scarlet Witch, like, that the Queen of the Dead is going to come into her full powers.
Right.
know?
We only got a limited amount of time to do a thing before they get smart enough to use it.
Yeah.
Which is why I wouldn't have used Wanda as the main villain.
Wanda shouldn't be the main villain.
Anyway, the in the Valley of the Dead, so here's another thing that, like, to me, this could work better as a show, and I could probably make a better version of this, but it's going to work as a show that wouldn't be my particular cup of tea, because I also like the Marvel Zombies comic, because it's a little funny and irreverent, but there is a point where they go into another universe, and
we were looking up like the wiki on it.
Sandman sees zombie Spider-Man wipe out another clean universe, and he finds the Spider-Man of that universe and is like, "You won't get me," and it's just a regular Spider-Man, and he pops inside him all of his body into Spider-Man's stomach and explodes him out from the inside. The actual Spider-Man, not zombie Spider-Man.
Right.
And it freaked me out because I'm like, oh, I don't like watching my heroes die brutally or horribly or callously.
Like, who is this for?
There actually must be a market for it. It's not Apocalypse War, which is
Jesus Christ, I will never unsee that.
Which is gore porn. Like, who wants to watch Batgirl get like tag teamed by 3 Doom things and get ripped apart? Right. Who wants to see Billy Batson get his leg ripped off?
Holy fuck.
What the fuck?
Right.
Like, is there an audience for that?
No, like, yeah.
To me, if you wanted to do that, you could also do that, like, because Kate fires the trick arrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it does nothing, which is funny. It doesn't really make sense, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, shit. Gets lasered to the point where you can see her skeleton. She gets vaporized.
Right.
It's funny. It's actually played right for that, if you're going for the joke of it. For me, it's just that I really like Kate, and I think she's a hero. That's a really callous and she didn't contribute anything to this whole story.
Well, one of the fun things that keeps happening throughout this is that we have moments that we know from our MCU that happen about on the time clock that they would, like people show back up on planet or whatever, only, to this clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so the moment where, like, fucking Thor with Stormbringer or whatever the fuck the thing's called, Stormbreaker, whatever the
Stormbreaker,
shit,
yeah.
and Groot and Rocket, Bifrost down into zombie Thanos, and then he, like, full bore vapor, like,
yeah.
It's not that the moment's not played right. Like, the cavalry rolls in, and this is the fun of what if you can have it not work.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's a comic book, it always works right now. The A-Team always solves their shit at the last 45 minutes in, and when that but again, it's these things hit differently on a comic book page versus seeing it move, and I can't explain why, but it's a different magic. And watching Rocket, I mean, Groot dying was bad enough. That's made me cry in the theater.
Yeah,
all of us have
two times,
fucking
like, at
teared
least
up over Rocket at some point.
Yeah, we actually really like Rocket.
Watching his skeleton just vaporize, and then
it rolls back around.
His skull up. They roll his skull past the camera twice.
It's a gag.
Yeah, and like it dropped my jaw, and in a like, no, I mean, this is shock. I can't say I'm not. Are you not entertained?
There's a shock value to it. It's kind of like how, Game of Thrones or something, like someone you like Red Wedding style, like, oh, I really thought that person was important and now they're gone. And
Holy
like, there's a shock of it. And that's not worthless, but also it's weird that that's your main thing.
Right. Same with John Walker's death.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a cool opportunity, talking about missed opportunities on theme matchup.
Yeah.
We have a John Walker who, timeline-wise, has never been given the serum.
How could you not resist using that? John Walker without the serum is a cool dude.
He's the coolest. And he kind of is, but we don't get a lot of time with him. He says the funniest line too, Blade. Like just in the middle of, like, them having an awkward, like Jimmy's moving away from him at the table because they just found out that I no longer sustain myself on blood. No, and there's a lot to unpack in that sentence, man. But just John Walker's immediate, make me immortal.
No.
Yeah, like, I feel like that might be the right call, man. Also, yeah, don't give John Walker more power. He turns shitty a little bit.
To me, this whole setup could work if you flipped it, and I don't understand why we didn't do this. It should be the heroes have been zombified, and we have to call in the cowards that hid, which are the Thunderbolts.
Which are the Thunderbolts and
the bad guys.
Yeah.
So we watch our bad guys try and do a thing Suicide Squad style, and you can kill them. You can kill the heroes because they're zombies now; they don't count. And you can kill the bad guys because they're bad guys, and we don't. If they did the same thing with Kate, but it wasn't Kate, it was, I don't know, fucking Scorpion or something.
Every single one of these people have a power matched villain, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I think that would have been a blast. And also, it could have been fun to, like...
Oh, it should have been Bullseye.
A bunch of gray area, like, Thunderbolts. Of like, well, you guys aren't exactly villains, but you aren't exactly Avengers. And then the people that they recruit further that are also alive are straight up villains. Mm-hmm. And over the series, it'd be fun seeing which of the straight up villains steps up and which actually shows they are as horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what, if the world ends, some of these guys will turn it over a new leaf, some of them will stay the shitty. Yeah. I think what they were, it looked like they were going to do, I'm like, oh, the Avengers are zombified, so we'll do the young Avengers, and they have to fight their mentors. Right. And they ditched that immediately.
And like you said, like, without rebooting it from the what if, where it diverged in the timeline doesn't quite match for that. Mm-hmm. Or at least not without showing that this other universe is further off ours.
I would really have deeply considered, I don't know if they did and they just thought it was not worth it, I would have deeply considered rebooting this from the What If episode and just starting at a different point. Mm-hmm. Start like now, like where we are in the Marvel Universe right now. Right. Where everything has already happened and just start from this point moving forward. So that all the lore and stuff is right and like is and can go carry forward. But they don't even do the same thing with like Bucky. He fights Cap. Right. And I mean, it should mean something, but it kind of doesn't. They fight him on a train, and at that point, there's not even a callback to when Bucky got thrown off of a train.
Well, I mean, I know, I feel quite sure that somewhere there's an interview where, Zeb Wells would is saying that the fact that they fought on a train is the reference.
It's not enough.
But that's not enough, in my opinion. Like,
no.
Bucky should have, like, we should have mirrored that shot exactly. Like, Bucky should have looked off the train, you know. I would have loved to, if I were getting to be in charge of a what if show, I would want to keep repeating these moments where these people on screen have a weird feeling in their gut that like you've lined up a similar moment in a, you know, I'm sure watchers would have a term for it, you know?
So to me,
when you do the same thing that your person does in almost every universe.
Yeah. Corrective canon or whatever.
Yeah,
they're
like every once in a while you guys all do the same. There, you just did yours. Well, you'd have to have seen 5 million universes to know, but I mean, trust me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This happens like clockwork. I think using Wanda as our main villain, it makes sense because she was the most powerful zombie in the previous episode and kind of the final boss they had to fight.
But they teased Thanos.
And
zombie Thanos with a ticking clock of learning how to use more and more of the gems.
Yeah.
So that it keeps defeating plans because you can't know how smart he is, you now.
Yeah. He could turn back time during one of them and like...
Right.
Yeah.
And like, well, he couldn't do that when we made this plan. Fuck.
Yeah. No, you're constantly not... He's constantly one step ahead of you. But using Wanda to make a alternate reality where she can make a fake universe where none of this ever happened.
WandaVision's the entire planet.
So with she's done this. This has been her main goal for WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness. So this is the third time I've seen her do this, and I'm like, I'm tired of it. And also, her powers are. We've done everything we can do with her powers.
Right.
Like, it's cool that she tricks with the zombie food, but even that, I have questions about how that works.
That was so like the trick of it, but also it makes New Asgard dumb. Like, well, it makes them just dumb.
Asgard only came to the planet because Thor was from there, and the humans gave them sanctuary. So why do they hang out here if they have a ship and could have fucked off at any point?
Right.
And they're there hiding, and also they so head in the sand. They don't know that Wanda Maximoff is a zombie, or like that there's a queen of Sokovia. How do you not know that? Hey, bitch, there's no queen of anywhere. The whole fucking world is gone.
Like, who do you think that you are diplomatically engaging with?
It makes Valkyrie look kind of dumb.
It really does. And Valkyrie makes a big deal about not allowing mortals, like not really wanting to meet with them, so that Moon Knight has to do a really fun Khonshu, who was she talking to? Is this invisible friend real? Jesus. Right. And that's funny, but it completely my immediate thought was like, so not only did Wanda, I guess, pass that test somehow and prove like divinity, you accepted food from her during. We left food on the doorstep for like a day at a time during COVID just because we weren't sure if the cooties stayed on the chip bag.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. I can't that you would accept just food from this random bitch in the middle of nowhere. How did she even get it here? It makes, like, I know this shouldn't be the thing that broke my brain in What If, but it really bugged the fuck out of me.
Well, we need some Asgardian zombies.
Yeah,
which
we do.
Don't.
And Alexei, I guess because he ate only finger foods,
it doesn't affect him as fast.
Right, as fast, because, man, Alexei takes forever to.
Well, he gets bit during the Captain America fight, but it doesn't go through his boot.
Through his boot, yeah.
So, but it wasn't clearly stated like that. I do like Alexei finally. So back to some of the stuff I like. That assault on the Black Widow compound is really cool.
Right.
Like using
also the Red Room control shit
works on zombies, like the pheromones.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh yeah, works on humans. Really works on dead humans.
Yeah. The using zombies to fight other zombies. I thought they were going to bring that back later, really.
I know Wanda, when she's present, overpowers it. Mm-hmm. Like when she floats into the room, she overpowers it. But or the door, whatever. But I wanted her to use that earlier. I was like, dude, why? If that could work and you even thought it could, why didn't you gas every zombie that ran through the hallway?
So the what was it? The what are you talking? using the abomination to throw Cap over the defenses.
Yes,
and then just throwing zombies. I'm like, oh, what a great use of the thing. Seeing Ghost as a zombie is super cool.
Ghost as a zombie is the coolest that her power has ever looked. It takes her power up a whole notch that she's like Korean zombie twitchy during it. I actually really, they don't do anything. We see it all. He grows off screen and it kills me, but I really like the 5 rings stopping the zombie, like 5 or 10 rings on his arm stopping the zombie plague as it crawls up his arm. That felt very cool. That whole moment played weird to me. I really thought his dad was going to kill him. I didn't think his dad was that dude.
Well, again, like you said, like they should be having some point when they're around a campfire or someplace, or in the submarine or whatever they're fucking doing when they're talking to each other. They should flash back to the early days of the zombie apocalypse and show like Shang-Chi had to learn, like, people were like, hey, I don't care what your life was before. Your dad sacrificed like one of the most powerful 10 objects to keep you, because that thing can't come off your arm.
Right.
So
and it doesn't seem to do that. He and his sister seem to both have 5 rings. I would have it so that those can never move again, or it will continue up.
At least
arm.
one. At least one would never.
And like, yeah, that you are like the 10, everybody fears the 9 rings of the Mandarin.
Mm-hmm. But I think they want us to forget that immediately because they don't want us to remember when other people get bit that Shang-Chi has a way to stop them from turning.
He has stopped it. Though I do love that his arm heals like Kintsugi.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like it, like kind of white porcelain with gold, kind of.
Well, them fighting
looks like
them using
reminds me of God damn it, I never remember the name of that show. And a beautiful animated show on Amazon with Vi and
oh, that was Netflix, Arcane.
Mm-hmm. I always forget the name of that fucking show. So yeah, like it kind of reminds me of what dude turns into.
Yeah,
in Arcane.
With the purple glowy stuff,
with the weird shit. Love that. I am glad that the little R2D2 tech, whatever the Nova Core suppository. I'm glad that thing's fucking indestructible. Like, god damn,
it can get swallowed
and thrown around. It drops in puddles and like, man, wow. Like,
well,
that's rugged. Good.
It's been miniaturized with PIM tech, but they don't ever have to make it big again.
It just still works that size.
Also, that whole thing is the MacGuffin. It
bothers me they don't have to set it upright. It lays on its side on the little thing, and it just set it upright.
That's the MacGuffin for the first 3 episodes. And it turns out it doesn't work. It's just to call the Nova Corps.
Right.
And the Nova Corps are already here, and they're quarantining the planet.
Yeah. And my headcanon is that it's not because of the zombie virus. It's because your planet has a fucking Infinity Hulk.
Yeah.
Which I actually, this felt so comics right to me. Using the Hulk as a giant battery for radiation always makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's basically what his power set really is. And so that all worked for me, though I would have immediately called back to the we don't know what it's done to his mind. There's no Banner in there anymore. Like we have a psychic on staff that can't see anything in him. But we feel like, similar to Thanos, he's getting smarter. And if at any point, like, Hulk is just punching zombies in the face, just really hard with like infinity power.
Yeah, he throws a punch and it has god powers.
He should have one eye that's just stars. He should be the size of the Watcher in the sky. Like in World War Hulk, when he's just beating the fuck out of everybody on Earth, it should be like that. Only Celestial should be going, what is that? Why is it yelling smash?
How does it take more than one punch to take out Zombie Thor?
Right.
I mean,
clearly the zombie virus makes everybody way stronger.
Yeah, which is actually the opposite of how it works in the comics. They get a lot mushier.
Yeah, which I think's hilarious.
Yeah, sorry, Wolverine's fucking claw arm.
If anything, by the time I was done with this, people would be mad that the Young Avengers look like they can only beat people because they're squishy.
So when Kamala has a whole thing later, like, this can't all be for nothing. My friends couldn't have died for nothing. And I was like, technically your friends did die for nothing because they went on this quest to do this thing with the doodad, and the doodad was pointless. And you got saved by a bunch of mages by teleporting you to Carmitage, where they could have done at any time.
Right.
I don't know why they waited so long or why you're the only ones they teleport.
Right.
Like, are you the only living people around? Because it's the end game, man. If anyone's alive on the planet,
Right.
they need to be doing this.
Right.
Which, next season they're going to reveal that there are other survivors, and I'm going to go, hey, why didn't the Carmitage fucking people teleport them to the fight?
So, looking through my notes here, before we get to the last piece of this, the Namor kills are fucking insane.
Yeah, well, they have a whole new crew of Shang-Chi's friends that are there to have names
Zemo
and die.
And god damn it, the other death that dropped my jaw besides Rocket was tearing John Walker in half.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just holy fuck. And then we just move on.
Yeah.
And I know he's John Walker. I know there's someone out there rolling their eyes at me right now.
I don't know, but we just had a whole movie where we kind of humanized him.
Right. I think that's why I just rewatched Thunderbolts, and I'm like, god damn it. And I know it's a what if, but like, no, it bugged me that no one in this universe liked him, I guess.
They're sad for a minute.
Except he's great in this universe. He hasn't had the serum yet.
They're sad for a minute, and then they have to move on because there's only 4 episodes. We have to really move. I feel like this was supposed to be 8, and they got their budget cut in half or something.
I feel like...
Because the Submariner thing is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, he looks cool, but also I'm like, oh, damn, how did the Atlanteans get infected? No answer.
I would like to see. Like, and I think if each episode was like a little bit of the journey, 30-minute episode, I feel like we could have spent the Atlantean episode could have had yes, I remember when we were infected, and flash back and show me it. Like, that'd have been fun.
Yeah.
Show me how New Asgard ended up scrolled away here. Show me how everybody ended up here. I know every show has to have that moment where somebody has slightly too long of an emotional moment to build tension so that the zombie horde gets a little too close, and you just have to you hope they don't tip their hand. Several times in this series, I'm just yelling at the screen of like, quit standing around and run, or stop dragging Alexei, who is turning like you've never seen a zombie movie, while he's yelling at you to drop him. And then the last time it did it, the character himself, like Thor, has finally gotten up off his ass and is helping, and they stand there and watch him fight like they are in the sub at the End of Life Aquatic. To the point that he has to stop while fighting, turn and go, will you go so that this is worth something?
To be fair to them, they're thinking he's doing so well, why can't he jump on the ship and shoot lasers or lightning?
And he absolutely could.
From the ship.
And it's a big problem with Marvel Zombies. I know they don't want suicides throughout the Marvel Universe.
It's a Disney show, yeah.
It's a Disney show, but these people just like cool, glad you're staying and
every
fighting.
time they make a noble sacrifice, it kind of backfires.
Right. It's if you did like a whatever queen sacrifice, like big sacrifice in chess, only your opponent gained a queen every time.
Yeah.
And like, okay, well, cool. In like 15 minutes, you've got 4 queens on the board.
No, the
and I got this dink moving 1 square at a time.
Because Thor is back is pretty cool. Him as a zombie is neat. He's really overpowered. He brings back Stormbringer because he's also infected with. So this is where I thought the Scion thing came in. He has a little bit of Wanda's power. He can summon Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker got eliminated in Thanos' blast.
Yep.
So he's making Stormbreaker with Wanda's reality bending power.
That's the Scion-ness. He's got the red blasts and stuff.
None of the other characters do that. Hawkeye doesn't imagine trick arrows. Like
they really should ramp that up.
They don't have reality bending power like Abomination doesn't have them.
If Hawkeye showed back up,
Cap should be able to imagine himself legs.
Right, like red, just solid red legs.
Solid red legs.
I'd have it all be red. Stormbreaker should all be red. But the next time that Kate sees Hawkeye and is like, I'm going to shoot this trick arrow back or whatever, only now he fires an arrow and it leaves a red trail and like turns a corner around a building or something.
Like a red hood,
right? Like
bullets. I would have used Red Hood in here too. Some of the villains from Riri and Kate's thing. It's cool that they got all the voice actors, but it also feels like they didn't use characters because they couldn't get the voice actors. very much so with Black Panther, which I get why, but he also can't even say his last line.
Has to say his last line. I'm sure that there's some folks that would feel that this is wrong, but I'm sorry. Marvel somewhere has to have Chadwick Boseman whispering Wakanda Forever, right?
Yeah. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
He's got the...
Red carpet nowhere.
I don't know, the thing that they say all the fucking time.
Right. I seriously, I don't care if it's on somebody's voicemail.
Well, he doesn't even have to whisper it. He can yell it if he's yelling it at the final...
anything. Like, you don't have him saying that ever?
Les, the only reason he's whispering in this canonical is because Spider-Man has to tell you he barely heard it.
Right,
I barely heard it, but he said Wakanda Forever like it was the last... Like, come on, guy. Like, or, and I know this is radical, get another voice actor. He doesn't have to voice... It's cool that Chadwick Boseman has voiced the Black Panther in every episode of What If. It's not necessary. We don't have to retire Black Panther from every animated thing because we don't have Chadwick Boseman anymore. I get why we have to retire him from the live action stuff because we don't want to switch out that actual continuity character, but we can keep him continuity wise in the animated shit.
Right.
That's the advantage of it.
I would have had Lake Bell say it. Seriously.
Also, I just wouldn't have had... So, say you're going to use Wanda as the main villain. Why isn't America Chavez our go-to point of view character?
Right, right. Because, like, to me, if you're going to kill Thanos off, the real risk is a next multidimensional character getting...
Yeah. Wanda wants to infect other universes, and she needs America Chavez.
Right. Like,
just do Multiverse of Madness, but it's zombie now. It was already a horror movie, that would make sense. Or, if you're not going to do that, if it's going to be Kamala Khan, why isn't Captain Marvel the Queen of the Dead?
Right.
She's so powerful that, and she's getting smarter as she's going more powerful as Thanos. Or it could just be Thanos.
I would have it just be Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we'd said before, like, technically she shouldn't really know who Captain Marvel is. And,
well, how did Captain Marvel get infected?
Oh, God. I mean, how did half these people, like, somebody got close enough to bite her?
If Captain Marvel came back at some point to take care of this, shouldn't she have wiped out half zombies anywhere before anyone got close to her?
Right.
Like, from orbit? But the...
So you could have rolled back. So hear me out. It's not a reboot. We talked about, like, just be bold and fucking start over.
Yeah.
So the What If episode starts with with Banner getting thrown down through Doctor Strange's house and saying Thanos is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it ends with them sailing off into the sunset to do their big, save the world plan. In
Vision's thing can heal people like it did for Ant-Man.
And so go back and show start at the quantum infection.
Mm-hmm.
Like, start at patients, like show, when you do the Marvel Zombie show, episode 1 should be day 0, like Janet, and like show all of that, even if you want to time jump forward a little bit throughout it to get us, so that the penultimate episode ends with Banner landing.
Sure.
And the finale is the episode after the
What
If episode.
Don't start from the What If.
No.
Use the What If as a penultimate.
Penultimate.
Oh, that's a way better idea.
And then jump forward one episode and show the fight with zombie Thanos.
Yeah. You can follow.
And there's a ticking clock through that entire episode of, like, no, if he's getting smarter by the hour. By tomorrow, he will rewrite the world.
And we could follow the same characters doing similar shit, but they're on a clock, and then they join up with the characters from that What If episode at the end. Okay, I get that. I would... Yeah, that makes sense to me. I would also have...
Because, like, we know Wakanda's an enclave. Like, they're supposed to still be shielded and everything. And so, like, they've bound to have plans on,
I know a lot of our wizards are gone too, but if we're going to have that final battle in a gray scale fight at the end, and I know it kind of already looks like it, but how did they not do a bunch of portals opening up and we just do the endgame shot, but they're all zombies?
Right.
How is that not what we're doing? And I realized that's what we're doing because we don't have any of those characters to show anymore. Like, there's no Black Panther to do that shot. There's no Spider-Man to jump down as a zombie because he's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Guardians. They're all dead.
Right.
it's so, you realize that they've like that What If episode burnt so many of their resources. It's the same thing with. What's really funny is that it has the same problem as the Marvel Zombies comics does. They kill way too many A-listers and things way too fast. By the time you're in Marvel Zombies 3, they're using people like fucking Scorpion and Kingpin, who's not a fucking superhero. That's just a regular zombie.
It's just a big dude.
That's just a big zombie.
In a suit. Yeah, a well-dressed zombie.
Yeah, also like Black Bolt, but his vocal cords are rotted away, so he can speak, but he can't use his power, so he's kind of just useless.
See, there's a lot of these where I would go the other direction with it. Like I would have everybody that gets anywhere near a zombified psychic just is thinking brains and can't stop.
Where this show breaks down for me is the fact that it could just actually be written smarter, for sure. Like all these ideas we have could have worked better, and I think it didn't have enough time in the writing process and cooker because they were trying to get it out before Disney lost interest in animation, and you didn't make the cut because they've just fucking dumped this and Wakanda Forever
I know
like
they're
nothing.
talking about whether this gets a season 2, and
maybe it will if Marvel Zombies is popular.
It seems it's very popular, and god damn did they plan for one.
Marshall Ali this was not supposed to be the first appearance of Blade.
Right. So is this the only appearance of Blade in the Marvel universe?
It might be the first and only. I don't know. Depends on that whole thing.
I think initially I'd asked you if it was the first appearance of Blade so far, but then I revised that statement.
Yeah.
Is this the only appearance of Blade?
Yeah, it could be the first and only.
Yeah.
If
is this just to prove Snipes wrong in the Deadpool movie?
It also has a tone thing of like sometimes they want you to take the deaths seriously when people sacrifice themselves, and it kind of is undercut by the times that they chop Jimmy Woo into heads and his head pops up.
Right.
And I was like, you should pick one of these, and the one you should pick is the funny one because these emotional beats aren't working.
Every episode ends with like a fucking Twin Peaks late season Young Justice level sad credits.
Yeah, like oh my god.
Like we go to credits on like somber fucking
Death Dealer and Jimmy Woo go out as like a really funny gag of like finally getting caught, and their whole back and forth was funny.
Right. This is also the coolest Death Dealer has ever looked ever.
Well, I mean, he's a nothing character.
Right,
in the
like, my God, like I had to look up, like, who the fuck is that? Because I don't think I give a shit about.
Also, he's a character that doesn't have a voice actor, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right, it's just hilarious. I would have had them say one last word, and it would have, like, run, you idiot,
fuck you,
or something, or I don't like,
I hate you.
Yeah,
like they should
Maybe
really
I'm just wanting him to be judo master.
Should just focus in on the irreverence if that's what you're gonna do,
right.
Because you have to really. You're asking me to.
You're zombifying all my heroes. Be irreverent. Because if you make it real, it's going to be painfully sad, and they're my fucking heroes.
Yeah, I don't want to watch...
Marvel Zombies has to be funny, because otherwise it's the worst.
Yeah, I don't want to watch Walking Dead, but with they're all people actually
that
know
I actually
like.
Care about. Like, quit it.
Otherwise, or you could use like my idea to use the villains. Like,
I think that would have been a lot more fun. Like, because there's you got to put a team of wizards together, but it's all like fucking Mordo and...
Baron Mordo or Caecilius if he's still around. I forget if they killed him. I'd
have somebody really doing the math on like what's happened and what hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I like I would have made a hard pitch in the room for early on for structurally starting from day zero.
Man, if you wanted to take a big swing, introduce the X-Men, but their universe got infected first. And so none of them have voice actors. So you don't have to, they don't have a personality. You're not committing to anything.
Like none of these they're all what if. Yeah.
They're all what if X-Men. So that, but you can use them and they're all fucking zombies now. I actually like the Marvel Zombies comic in the regards that it's kind of funny and irreverent on how like how it works and how they keep their intellect and are smart as long as they're not too hungry. And so that means that like they can really think out and process. They fight the Silver Surfer and gain Galactus powers at some point. But also Spider-Man, every time he eats somebody and he gets his head cleared back, he turns into the most whiny, like, oh no, it's all my fault. And like, all the other zombies are like, I can't believe he still feels bad about it. Oh my God. It's been fucking 50 years with this guy. Wolverine is completely nerfed by the zombie virus.
That's so weird to me.
That's so weird. But also it's kind of funny. what's it? The Venom gets killed almost immediately because his zombie Eddie doesn't have like Venom. The symbiotes feed off their hosts.
And
if they're
like,
dead,
they can't feed off a zombie host, so there's no hosts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, there's a whole interesting like, okay, this is how that would work, and
right.
Here's who would be more powerful as a zombie,
Who would
like
be less, yeah.
And there's fun to be had here.
I think that I would have had a blast with all of the X-Men appearing in this, but all of them already zombified, so that they only go.
But you should have
somebody still thinks Wolverine sounds Aussie.
Wow, really deep cut.
Dude, that one sounds Australian though.
Deep cut. That's an Australian growl. I know it.
Finger in his mouth.
But what they really should do is have Riri fight Iron Man, but they can't. He's dead. Kate Bishop should fight Hawkeye, but they haven't mentored each other, so it doesn't mean that much.
Right.
But you should still do it. Kamala Khan
shouldn't really exist here.
Yeah, all the things that should happen kind of can't with how they've where they've backed the door to themselves. There's ways we discussed the ways you could do it. I think there's a way to do this right.
Right.
Not to say that this is awful.
No, I mean I
think it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
My jaw fell open several times. There was some holy fuck moments.
It reminds me that the Marvel Zombies was actually one of the lesser of the What If episodes.
And I had to go back and watch the What If thing. It didn't really grab me.
Out of all the What If episodes, I was like, really, Captain Carter isn't going to get her own show? Because that one was the best one you guys ever did. It's why you always do one Captain Carter every time you do it.
Right. No, because she's the shit. But also, peeping back in that episode, I had my initial problem with like, hey, don't give the zombies a giant zombie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then following that moment with like throwing a dude. Yeah. Well, that's probably going to wrap it up for us on Marvel Zombies.
Let's wrap it.
Tune in next week as we talk about Netflix's Black Rabbit. Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
The Justin Bateman, Jude Law brother.
It's Jason
show.
Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Justine is his sister.
Okay.
I'm making them one wonder twin. Like, watching too much Gen V.
Gen V. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, have we ever seen them in the same place? What if one's defensive and one's offensive?
I think Jason Bateman is offensive.
I think so. Yes, in the best way. But we'll discuss Black Rabbit next week, and until then,
T-Voodoo's burned marbles.
Is there a virus infecting your system?
All the Avengers are dead. And they're coming for us.
All right, we got a world to save.